Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, we'll be discussing certain details about the bills of exchange and the concept of noting charges related to it. So when we discuss about the noting charges, we understand this concept is supposed to be taken into picture only in case of dishonor. Now, how does noting charges come into picture? Supposingly, the acceptor of the bill is concerned about the bill not being presented to him in the proper manner, then in such case the presenter, or rather the acceptor of the bill, or rather the drawee, if we can say, that person will escape the liability of paying any charges on this. But however, if in case the client, that means the drawer, feels that there will be certain dishonor at the date of due date, or rather in near future, then in such case the drawer can go ahead and provide these bill details or this bill specifically to the public authorities or the government authorities known as notary public. Now, these people will present the bill to the drawee on the date of due date, or rather on due date they will present it to the drawee. If they receive the payment, then they will give it or they will forward it to the client. However, if they don't, then in such case they will post certain notary charges to this by, or rather we can talk about noting charges, which is an additional charge on the amount that he's supposed to pay over and above the amount he's supposed to pay. This is because in case this is a kind of security that we can say a drawer has in terms of any kind of noting charges that we have to discuss with. So there are certain journal entries that we are supposed to note down. Let's go ahead and note down those details, but before that, let's note down certain details about noting charges itself. So mention down certain details for you. There is a notary public which provides a service which is known as noting charges. Rather, this service is chargeable, which is the term the noting charges comes into the question or into the picture. Now, this is a service provided by the notary public, and this is towards the specific client who approaches, or these people when they approach them to make sure that the dishonor doesn't happen or the money is received. Then in such cases, this small convenience fee is provided to them. For example, we have mentioned down something. Let's go ahead and check that example first. X receives a bill from Y for ₹1,000. On maturity date, the bill is dishonored, that means it is not paid, and ₹10 is paid as noting charges. Now we need to pass the journal entries that is supposed to be made sure that this is related to the dishonor of bill. So let's pass that first. Now if you see, the entry that we have passed is Y, the acceptor, has been debited with an amount of 1010 instead of 1000 because a noting charge has been also applied here, which refers to the bank account details. So on the credit side, we have bills receivable 1000 and to bank account 10 rupees, which is the noting charge. That is an addition to the amount that we're supposed to pay up, or rather he is supposed to pay up because this noting charge has been added to the bill now. Supposingly, if this thing was endorsed or if it was discounted, then what would have happened is something that we'll be noting down right now. Now, supposingly if this bill was endorsed to Z, then what the entry would have been? If you remember, we had done the same entry earlier when the dishonor of bill was passed. That was the drawee account debit to the endorsee account. Same thing will be done here. Y account will be debited because that is the person who is supposed to pay up, and Z is the person who is supposed to receive that much of amount, but the amount will be including of noting charges because Z shall claim the whole amount and hence including the noting charges. So X is supposed to receive that amount, or X is supposed to receive the claim of that amount, hence Z will be taking that part. Now on the other hand, we have, if this bill was discounted, then what would have been the situation? The same situation, instead of Z, it would have been the bank account because the bank would have claimed the whole amount then. So noting would be something that would be taken by the claimer and it has to be paid off by the drawee in case if there is a dishonor. So this is what noting charges is all about. I hope this gave you a clarity about what definitely we're talking about when it comes to noting charges and notary public. So thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and keep subscribing to Ekeeda.